Anybody need rentals? You can rent out our gazebo, you know.
You be giving me so much energy.
What?
I be tired.
You know what? I've noticed it.
You be giving me energy. She be giving me that I'm supposed to get. So,
Well, hi guys. It's Armani, always, and I am here with one of my faves. I'm a fave, y'all. So this is.
hey y'all, it's Marisa.
This is Marisa.
Marisa Peel, local Philly John, also known as Organic Flocks on Instagram. I am a licensed cosmetologist, natural hair professional, crown wearer. If you don't know about the crown act, for sure, check that out on my page. But I'm also a light bearer. Also like to go by the Philly texture and curly hair nerd, you know. Y'all see how she's just taking over this and she's doing her thing.
Oh.
This is what I want. This is what I need.
Yeah.
You know, healthy hair advocate.
And
your average, you know, girl on the block.
for real.
But nothing average about it. Like, come on, guys.
Did you just hear that whole like spiel
She just gave us. Come on, like she just trying to make us feel better about ourselves, but it's okay. We're gonna dig into those various different titles and things.
Okay.
So Marisa, I actually know Marisa from work. When I was trapped and held down by the system, in the retail system, I worked at Maywell with Marisa, and she's just always a light. Like I have her here because Marisa has this incredible energy, which I'm sure you can like get right now, like through you can just feel the vibes. Like I'm not gassing her or anything. Like not just amazing energy, but just a really just upbeat and just contagious spirit. Just always pure with you. You know? Like every time you would come to work with her, I would just feel better. Like Marissa's here. And that's rare. And I think it's important to showcase, you know, these type of lights in our lives. You know, no matter how often or how few we see them, like it just always really does something to my spirit. That's why like you're one of the first people I thought of for this month's theme for like life from perspective. Because like I said, I just feel like it's important. We've been through a lot.
Oh yeah.
2020. Just in our personal lives, in the world, as black people, as black women. It's just been, and it's still right now, like it's a lot.
Yep.
So just to shine a light on those individuals who just have that upbeat spirit still, like I need this, you know, I need this. So Marisa does multiple things, she already told us. She got skills on the hair. She be going in.
I've really been going in though.
She really is. She does color. That's another thing too. She works in a shop and we're on Ridge Ave in Philadelphia.
In Roxborough.
It is K. Louise
Boutique Salon.
Boutique Salon.
Yep.
And she does her thing there with natural hair and color, which is super important because like I feel like Philly, like we're not that big with like we have a presence with natural hair, but it's not as crazy as like DC or like New York or something.
Yeah, that's the talk of the town. Surprisingly, that's like the feedback when people find us. It's like it was so hard to find a natural hair salon, or a lot of people are moving to Philly. And it's like it was so hard. Like where the salon?
It's really hard. Like they do their thing. Okay, Marisa does her thing. I be hitting her up when I'm about to do some crazy stuff to my hair. She
Talk her off the ledge.
Don't do it.
Talk her off the ledge. She'll shave it off in a hot second.
I will. And speaking of hair too, outside of her very talented hands, Marisa's part of something called the Crown Act, right?
Yes.
So can you tell us a little bit? Give us the spiel right now. Give us the 411 on the
Yes.
Crown Act.
The Crown Act is a legislative act, and the acronym stands for Creating a Respectful and Open World for Natural Hair, which was put into place, initiated by Senator Holly J. Mitchell in California in 2018, but it actually was put into effect July 3rd, just the day before 4th of July, Independence Day, which I found it very ironic that date went through. I loved it. 2019 is when the Crown Act became an actual act, and currently we have 13 states that have this legislative act, which is to protect you from discrimination against your natural hair, your hairstyles, like how I'm wearing my cornrows. Got my Cicely Tyson going on.
Get into it.
Get into this.
Get into it.
Get into this. Okay. And then Armani with her locks. when we wear our crochet hairstyles and our cornrows and our bantu knots, making sure that our employers, making sure that the schools that our children go to, making sure that the jobs that we work at and, you know, these companies that we make money for, making sure that they don't deny us our rights of being who we are because of you perceive that I am unable to do a job because of how I wear my hair, which has nothing to do with my capabilities. Never has. Yeah.
That's very dope.
Yeah.
I had an inkling, like I got a little spiel of what it was about before, like but I didn't know it was like such a serious thing. Like people will make comments like online and they'll be like, you know, we wear our hair this way, this way. And I'm always like shocked because I know. How?
Right.
Is that even like that's nuts to me?
Yeah.
Or like, what story was it that little boy they tried to make him shave his locks? I don't know.
At the wrestling match.
Yes,
that was in Jersey. That was just the next state over.
That is nuts.
Yep. And I think that was like my first time being introduced to it. And honestly, the reason why I even found out about the Crown Act, this was back, I guess I want to say in 2019 when I was doing a speaking engagement at Rowan University for the Politics of Black and Brown Hair Symposium, and I was asked to do like a keynote or like a workshop, and then I had to like, you know, research and find information to present about the topic, about the politics of black hair, and the different dynamics that we experience as black people, and then like the Crown Act came up, and then I was like, oh, and then after that, I just kept hearing about it. So even though I'm not, you know, affiliated with it, but it's just a cause that aligns with my brand, me personally as a black female, and like with a lot of other black people in the community. So it's just something I'm like, okay, well, this fits the bill, and I work in the hair industry. So, you know, I feel like as a creative, you kind of get a pass. As a hairstylist, it's like, oh, you know, they're known for wearing wild and crazy hairstyles. Yeah. But that's not the everyday person. You know, right. I'm not the average person. There are women who come into the salon. I really want to get this hair color, but I got to keep it conservative because I work in corporate. Or, you know, I really want to go natural, but like, you know, like I don't want my hair to be a topic of discussion on conference calls, which it shouldn't be.
Right.
So these are all of the different things that, you know, we have to think about, even as black women when we change our hair every week. It's like, well, why do you have to keep questioning me and asking me like, oh, how did I do this or how did I do that?
Yeah, or touching the boundary thing as well. Mm-hmm. I just feel like I don't just feel like it's facts. And I feel like the older that I'm getting, the more my eyes are being open to a lot of these things that you kind of just take for granted.
Right.
Especially here, like in Philly. Obviously it happens because like you're saying, women say it in the shop. But like we don't live in a deep south or anything.
Right.
So it's not always super like as a kid I was not aware of so many different things. But as I get older, I'm realizing like just how hard our bodies are policed, just period. Like I just feel like politics are always involved when it comes to our body or our self-expression. And it's the craziest thing. Like I said, I never gave it that much thought as a kid. It's just things I didn't really pay that much attention to. But as an adult, it's something I'm becoming more and more aware of. Like I say, even with the Crown Act and hearing that, you know, I'm like, that's wild.
Yeah, I agree.
So for you to become like an advocate of that, it's like super cool. And I feel like now that I've learned a little bit more about it, sitting here talking to you, like that's something that I'm gonna look more into as well. Yeah. Because I've always changed my hair too.
Always.
All completely off, like shaved.
I think that's when I first met you. Like when you came to the salon and you went low and you colored it.
And
then after that, I like always saw you with hair after that. So
and before that it was super low.
Okay.
And then I grew it a little bit. I've done everything in a book with my hair, you know, just because my mom gave me the freedom to do that, you know, at a certain age or whatever. And also, you know, I just felt that I could. And fortunately, I didn't go to a school or whatever where they was like, you gotta go, or anything like that. But there's just so many different institutions and organizations that are, you know, that maybe we don't know combat the ones that we're confronted with every single day. You know. So this is important. So I want to put as much information as I can, maybe in a description.
Yes, we gotta make sure we put the link to the petition.
The link.
There's a petition that you can sign. You want to make sure you go to thecrownact.com. The website is fire. I feel like it's definitely changed since the last year. So I think July 3rd of this year was the second year for National Hair Independence Day. It's like a few weeks, you know, after Juneteenth, which is also, you know, we just gotta make sure we keep that in mind.
But that's important. I'm glad that we're talking about this. This is good. This is something that we need to know, really. Like, and I think it's right on par with the thing too. Life and perspective.
Yes.
Just things that the more you know. You know what I mean? And that whether it affects you or not, which obviously it affects me. Like with, you know, my hair locked right now. That's a huge thing. But yeah, like that's really important. So guys, if we could just take the time just to educate ourselves a little more. I know it's hard. There's information everywhere, like on social media stuff. It can be like overwhelming. I know I got like 20 tabs open in my head constantly. So I get it. You know, there's stuff everywhere. And like us coming off the pandemic, like we gotta, you know, our legs still kind of waking up.
Yeah, still a little sleep a little bit.
So look, we bringing the information to you. You don't even gotta go and dig and all, none of that. Marisa just brought it right to you, right here. Thank you for that, Marisa. I really appreciate that. We're gonna dive into that. I'm gonna ask you one more question though.
Go ahead.
I just want one more.
Okay.
But you know, like going back to what I said about your attitude, contagious or whatever, like you just having a really positive outlook. It like shows, you know, like it's an internal thing. It comes out like very authentic, you know?
This is cool hearing it from somebody else.
Like, you know, I'm an extroverted person. I feel like I'm kind of like a combination situation right now because of the pandemic.
Okay.
But, yeah, and I just got like tired, and then I just feel like I lost my footing just a little bit with like the pandemic and just life changes and things. But like, how do you maintain? Because that's a choice. You get what I'm saying? That's a choice.
Good. That's good right there. That is a choice. Maintaining positive energy. Well,
And choosing to share it with people.
choosing to share it with
Because you can maintain your own joint. Yeah, your
Right,
own
right.
Because, you know, you get in places you get out of them because you are it. You know what I mean?
right.
So,
Right. And I guess because a lot of the time I'm always in like a customer service based atmosphere. So I know that, you know, I have to, I don't know, like you just don't never know who you're going to come across, who you're going to interact with. So it's just like, you just want to treat people with respect and just kindness. Like, honestly, like I would want somebody to treat me kindly. So just a simple hello. I like to smile, so that's something I naturally do anyway. Believe it or not, back in the day, I used to have braces. I was so excited because I got them off right before I went to high school. So,
oh wow, you just hit like.
so that's another reason why my cheese is on the beam, because I worked very hard for these girls. Okay, they all mine. Period. And I don't know. I guess understanding that, you know, my light and my energy and the things that, you know, the opportunities that were given to me, it wasn't by chance. You know, as growing older, just being more spiritual and faith-based, just understanding that because I'm connected to God, like, you know, that is my light, my light source, my plug me into the wall. So I feel like that definitely factors in. So maybe it's more present now that I've become older because I try to tune into that light a little bit more. Yeah, I feel like I get that a lot. Like, I feel like people have told me that, like, very energetic, or people are drawn to me. So maybe that is like my gift that I'm starting to learn and understand. Because it's like, yeah, everybody is just cool or good at something, but I've always felt like, well, what is my gift? Well, now I understand that it is hair care.
Oh, she
being
be
a
killing it with
stylist.
hair. I don't even watch it.
But even prior to that, like, I used to kind of like deny that, like, no, like, I don't want to be in no salon. They be in there until 12 in the morning and they don't get no breaks and they standing all day. But I'm like, okay, I'm actually doing this and I'm not in there until 12 a.m. I actually is pretty flexible, so I'm like, I really be in here playing names, like,
She
real.
do. I'm just trying to be good for right now because I'm gonna get some color in the year. I am.
Okay.
I'm being serious.
Okay. Well, what color?
Nothing crazy.
Okay.
Nothing crazy.
Okay. Something more like natural blonde, maybe copper.
Like, yeah. Like
Okay.
that.
Okay.
But I'm gonna chill for right now.
Okay. Yes. Let them mature.
Yeah, you know. That's beautiful.
I don't know if I touched on that. I kind of went.
No, but I feel like this. Just anything that you gave us, though, you hold on to something personally. You get what I'm saying? That causes you to treat other people the way that you. So I think you answered it perfectly.
Okay.
What I got from that too is just you leaning in. You get what I'm saying? Like leaning into, you know, your. I don't want to call it calling because like that sound corny.
Calling or gift.
Gift. We'll say that. So that's a great thing. But like I said, like even that being a choice, though. You get what I'm saying? Because like. it's hard. It's hard, and I'm not trying to throw 20 on it. Like I'm not trying to like tell us something negative, Marisa. Tell us why it's hard, but I just find. I mean, people like you come a dime a dozen or not at all. You get what I'm saying? It's not that people aren't nice, and I just want to make the statement too that there's a difference between niceness and kindness. I feel like kindness is intrinsic to one's character. You get what I'm saying? That's not something that you can fake. Niceness can wear off, especially when something's not convenient for you.
Niceness is retail.
Yes.
Pretty much.
Yes. And we know that. Yeah. When
Retail.
that one customer get on your nerves real bad, and you just like, child. For the local customer service,
You just talk to your teeth like,
I got you. But no, like kindness is intrinsic to your character. People are kind when no one's even looking. You get what I'm saying? Like it's not audience or whatever around. Always warmth in a safe space. I feel like you're such a safe space. Like if you meet Marisa in real life, like you probably tell her all your life secrets. She be crying or something. She gonna feel it so hard. She might cry. She might hug you or something. But it's just a really like refreshing thing. And like I said, there's so much going on, and I don't blame people. I'm not trying to like wag my finger at people. Like, you guys need to go out and be more kind and everything, because like we got to take our time. Like I said, we still trying to get our foot together, and they talking about somebody's Delta, and we might be going back in the house. So
Yes.
you know, it took a different effects on different people. Like I said, I was always like, well, maybe not. I don't know if you're used to that side of me at Madewell, because I really just used to be trying to do my thing. You know? It was a different kind of environment there, though. You know, wasn't a lot of us, and we didn't always have shared shifts.
Right.
For me to, you know, like,
right.
you know, for us to be doing our thing,
Right.
like, you know,
Exactly.
having the vibe and all that stuff. We would be like passing, or they would have one of us at the register and me doing, you know, backstop.
Yes.
Now, how I'm supposed to hang with my girl if I'm doing backstop?
Right.
So, you know what I mean? So that kind of thing. But like,
Yeah.
that's always been my personality, you know. But in certain environments, like especially like work, like in that kind of environment, I just would like kind of get in and kind of get out. We rub shoulders and like, you know, I get a chance to like do my thing fine. But Warby was a completely different environment for me. So I was always, you know, I would come in with my little glittery sneakers or whatever like that, you know, and just pop out of a box. But like, I don't feel this, I don't be having that energy anymore. And it's just hard. Like I said, when certain things, you know, life-wise just happens or whatever, like I said, still make that choice. So yeah, I just think that's just nice and refreshing. The fact that you choose to share your gifts with us and educate us. Come on, education.
Drop a little bit of knowledge.
Yeah, so we can get into it so that we also can, you know, play a part, do our part. Like, it's always nice to, you know, for something to be brought to the table, not only just educate you, but just open your mind and perspective.
Yes.
So I really appreciate that, Marisa, and I appreciate.
Thank you for breaking down like that. I wasn't even thinking of like, you know, kindness, intrinsic character. Look, I'm telling you with the wordsmith. I'm telling you.
You're always smiling, like it's just such a refreshing thing. Like I said, now you can't even get a thank you or an excuse me out of someone, and it's like, oh my God, you know, those are simple things. Or holding a door or whatever. Those are such simple things. So for a stranger doesn't owe you anything. No one owes you anything, but a stranger don't know you. You know, they don't owe you anything. And then the fact that you still choose, like I said, to be a light. You can be nice. Everybody can be nice, but like I said, you're a genuinely kind person, and I just feel like your energy is super contagious. So y'all gonna see Marisa, and she's important. She's important, and she's important to me because I feel like you're important in my journey to self-discovery, and you know.
Thank you for having me a part of this journey.
Thank you for coming on. It's so nice.
Look, we got the light just like glistening on us. Just the whole theme going on.
And we look good.
Yes.
We look good. It's just giving what it's supposed to have give. So I hope this interview makes you guys as happy as it's made me. It's brief, but like the thing is, I have to cut myself off because I can talk to you.
Okay.
They're my faves. I say that all the time.
One thing if you didn't listen to it all the way through, if you need like a key point, making the choice. That's what I have to say. Making the choice to be open, making the choice to choose love, making the choice to find kindness, and to find like happiness in the little small things. I feel like too. Yes. I love being outside.
So
it's the very small, simple things for me.
That's what I've been trying to focus on too. Like just the mundane. You get what I'm saying? Like the things that we just take for granted, but it helps. Like we can't downplay those things. In my interview with my brother, he was saying just things like he reads books and he writes. You know, and that's small stuff, you know, but you know, you don't always like people always I need a vacation or something. I'm a vacationer too, don't get me wrong. But you can't always just hop on the plane. You know what I mean? I don't be having the money first of all. And just, you know, it's not always in the cards to just up and do something grand.
Ooh. And my solution to that, which I feel like a lot of people haven't been in tune to, is exploring locally. Like, see what your city or wherever you're living has in store. I'm telling you, you'll be surprised. So my newest thing is, for those of you who are not from Philly, but if you are, Philadelphia is the garden capital of the nation, of America. We have 37 gardens within 30 miles of the greater Philadelphia area, and they created this program so people could explore all of these gardens, and there's a garden passport that you can get, which I love cool stuff like that. I'm such a huge kid.
I would have never known.
I'm such a huge kid. So yes, we'll make sure we'll link in the website to them.
And you need to send it to my
But I'm also a part of their influencer program, which is how I like swindle my way into that, because I was trying to be outside more often. And I'm like, well, I'm a Philly native. Like, I would love to do this. So you can get a garden passport from any one of these gardens. Some gardens are free admission, some you have to pay. And then when you go, it'll tell you like to do a specific thing. It'll tell you what the what the area is about, a little snippet of it, and then in the back you get stamps when you visit these places, or you have to like do like a little task or something like that.
Wow.
So I've visited 3 so far. My mission is to visit all 37 before the year is over. Even if it's a little bit over into the next year, I'll be fine. But it's really something cool you can do by yourself, on a date, with your partner, with kids, with family. Like, yes. Philadelphia, garden capital of the nation. We'll send it to you.
Man, why?
Yeah, we from here.
This is what I'm talking about. This is why we're talking to her. Y'all see how she just plugged us just so easy and so smooth like that? I have no idea about that. That's nuts.
Like small mundane.
That's why I said I needed this as well. And I'm sharing the wealth too. Like, because again, just little thing, just something that can just change and expand your whole mindset and perspective. It can just do wonders for you. It can just open up a lane of creativity. It can help you relieve stress, help you find new friends, or just a new aspect of yourself. Like, this is why.
And those for the travelers, if you do like to travel and you are a black person, like wherever you are, just make it a habit to look for other black people. Like, that's the thing too, like whether it's through art, whether it's through music, and any and everywhere, you will literally find black culture anywhere. So that's always like my thing too. I'm gonna go to Chicago, then I need to go hit up some African American museum or some art or something, like, always open to receive that knowledge. There's a whole bunch about our history we don't know.
That's very, very true. That's something else. See, that's what I mean. We're gonna talk for.
No, like
all right, I'm gonna have to.
You can chop it wherever you need to.
I'm sorry, guys, but I'm gonna wrap it with y'all. But I'm gonna talk to her. but no, you can visit her page. Obviously, I'll link that. I'll put her ad below. We gonna get y'all these links. Y'all gonna go to these gardens.
Yes.
Y'all gonna sign this crown ad.
Yes.
And we gonna just better ourselves, just all together. So
I'm all for it.
Until next time. This has been TED Talk with us.
It's one of the faves, y'all. Hey, bye.